Hello, ma'am. Good evening. Yeah, I think the live chat is on, YouTube chat is on. So without wasting much time, I think we should get going. So
Yes.
I hope the educators trying to log in through the Facebook, they will be joining soon by the time we will finish our formal starting. Okay. So my sincere apologies related to the delay that happened. It was just a technical glitch that came unexpectedly. So very sorry about that. But now we are streaming on YouTube. So very warm good evening and National Technology Day wishes to everyone. Myself, Biju Nair, Product Manager, Kerala Region, very much delighted to host today's session. On May 11th, 1990, India became only the sixth country in the world to possess nuclear weapons. The date is commemorated as National Technology Day, and hence we celebrate it today. The theme for National Technology Day 2024 is School to Startups Igniting Young Minds to Innovate, which aims to encourage the younger generation to take up scientific research. Today, we have educators virtually gathered here from all over India. In today's digital age, cyber security is more important than ever. Madhuban Educational Books in the education industry for over 5 decades with the vision innovate, enrich, and empower is very proud to conduct a webinar cyber security. We are very blessed to have our resource person, Ms. Manjeet Jawhar, ma'am, today to give us more light in this area. Manjeet, ma'am, is an academician in the field of computer science and information technology and has worked for over 3 decades in various prestigious education institutions. She is passionate about teaching and learning the latest technologies in the IT industry. She has been involved in designing the curriculum for various educational boards across the country, guiding and imparting computer literacy to students, and has conducted many workshops for teachers at the national level. She has received many accolades and awards for her meritorious contributions in the field of computer education. On behalf of the entire Madhuban team, I would wholeheartedly welcome Manjeet ma'am to this session. I would also like to welcome each one of you who have joined this YouTube live from various parts of the country. So before requesting Manjeet ma'am to take charge of the session, I would quickly like to brief the event flow today. So we'll make the session as interactive as possible, keeping in mind the limitation of YouTube live. You may please use the comment option available in the YouTube live for sharing your views. So I'll be taking them up to Manjeet ma'am as and when it's needed. Due to time constraints, we may not be able to do a question and answer session, but you may please drop in any of your queries in the feedback remarks so that we can revert at a later stage. So we'll be sharing the feedback link as usual, and you're requested to fill in your valuable feedbacks. The participation certificates will be shared directly to the email ID provided in the form. So that's all. Welcome you all once again to the session, and I would request Manjeet ma'am to take charge. Ma'am, all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Biju Nair, Product Manager, Kerala Region, and Ms. Avantika from Marketing Department, Madhuban, and everyone else. And a very good afternoon to all my fellow educators of the teaching fraternity. The welcome and sorry for this technical glitch. You know, it can happen with anyone, anytime. I hope you'll all bear with us. And welcome to the Technology Day as we present to you the various illuminating journeys from Madhuban, which will enable you to experience another technological expedition. At the onset, I would like to thank the entire team of Madhuban, whoever is joined, for giving me an opportunity to share my views about the most trending topic which has taken the world by storm, that is cyber security. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, as rightly said by Nelson Mandela. If one is focused in life and optimistic about the future, goals are scalable. As you all know, that the world is undergoing rapid changes in the technological landscape, such as big data, design thinking, coding, and artificial intelligence, and many unskilled jobs worldwide may be taken over by machines in the near future. While the internet has transformed the way we live and work, its accessibility also poses many challenges in terms of cybersecurity. The importance and utility of cyber safety in today's scenario and environment of the future is unquestionable. Okay, let me just share my screen with you, and then we'll just continue with the presentation. Okay. Okay. I hope the screen is visible to everyone. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Let me continue. So internet and smart gadgets are now an integral part of our lives. The virtual marketplace is assisted by a growing network of financial and other service providers. A growing number of brands are available online to consumers directly through their own platforms. For example, Amazon and Flipkart, etc., are available for buying and selling products, e-commerce. You can order food through Zomato, Swiggy, sell all products at OLX, and even make e-payment portals are available for paying taxes and so on. The list is endless. I can go on and on and on. Everything is available online. The increased reliance on digital technologies have made cybersecurity a critical aspect of national security for countries worldwide. You all will agree with me. Cybercrime is on the rise nowadays, and it is the pervasive nature of the internet that a person sitting in any part of the world can harm you, which is very, very scary and unnerving. We are living in a digital age, and cyberspace is not limited to one's boundaries, but has a global reach. Cyber threats could cost everything, including the loss of data and information, money, and time. So we should be aware of the security measures along with the cyber rules, offenses, and crimes related to it. A major goal for all of us is to increase public awareness of the potential cyber threats that we face today. India, with over approximately 800 million internet users and 1.2 billion smartphones, considers cybersecurity integral to its national security. But have you ever thought about the impacts of technology and why do we need to spread awareness about cybersecurity? In the present decade, we are increasingly reliant on technology, but we are also facing a growing cyber attack threat. From social media to online banking and financial transactions, maintaining digital records to online shopping and online classes, every thread of our lives is weaved and connected through the internet. But the challenge is to check the veracity or authenticity of the sources of information that we download, and we need cybersecurity to safeguard the data. As you can see in this picture here, in stage 1, a student is busy, or she's just any person is busy doing online shopping. Okay. So then suddenly a gift voucher is displayed on the screen. It just pops up. She clicks on the link, thinking that it is an account verification step. And there within seconds, her entire computer data and files are hacked. Indeed, she could have prevented this with the help of cyber security. She has probably become a victim of cybercrime. And she doesn't know who the hacker is, who has hacked her data and records. This could have been avoided with the help of cybersecurity. So this is the state of affairs. So therefore, creating awareness about cybersecurity is very, very important. Cybersecurity is required since it helps in securing data from threats such as data theft or misuse and safeguards your system from viruses. It increases awareness of cyber threats and vulnerabilities. It builds a cybersecurity culture within the organization and communities. It empowers students to become resources for increasing awareness about the cyber threats which are available all around us. We have to be alert and vigilant on social networking sites. 28% of cyber attacks could be prevented if you follow cybersecurity guidelines. You should always think of your inbox as the front line of cyber threat. More than 70% of phishing emails contain a malicious link or an attachment. as there are new software vulnerabilities found every day. The security of data is a major concern for every organization as the rate of cybercrime is growing exponentially in the digital world. Updates are essential to security, passwords and authentication, mobile device security, remote working security, public Wi-Fi, social media use, desktop security, backups are a must. Passwords, internet safety and email, multi-factor authentication is required with website and app logins. I hope you'll all agree with me that security is required at every step, you know. So cybersecurity is required for students to navigate the digital landscape safely. As digital citizens, it is essential that we are also aware and alert about the online frauds or dangers and follow best online digital practices to stay safe in cyberspace. To create a safe and secure digital space, we should communicate and collaborate with students, build digital literacy, collect information about digital risks, prevent cyberbullying, connect with organizations that are repository of knowledge resources. Have you ever thought and discovered why cybersecurity is required in schools in the present decade? The answer is very simple. An effective education system has a responsibility to develop the most critical resource of a nation, and that is the human resource. Our own students who are the future torchbearers, our own students who are the future torchbearers of the society. The younger generations must be educated in such a way that they are ready for life and positive contributors to the advancement of the nation. Students should be given guidance to learn and be aware about the use of cybersecurity in the formative years of schooling. Create awareness to various learning environments with the help of updated tools and interactive activities. We should prepare the students to face the challenges of the high-tech information age and compete in the global world in the international market. Education achieves its goals of making the school students cybersecurity ready and visualize jobs for the future. As people are an important link in the chain of cybersecurity. Technology alone cannot protect you from everything as attackers go where security is weakest, such as, for example, weak passwords. Awareness is essential to reducing cybersecurity risk to enhance the security posture, thereby paving the way to building more resilient systems. You should try and build up layers of defense mechanisms and security protocols in your organization. Cybersecurity awareness is for everyone, all the stakeholders, for students, teachers, parents, and everyone in the society. Even coding and decoding data is also an important aspect for security of information. Okay, now let us have some interactive session because I want the entire cohort, those who are attending, to have an interactive. Sir, I hope, Viju sir, we can have the comments in the comment section as you mentioned.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so let me ask this question. Name the digital assets. Very simple question. Name the digital assets we need to protect against hacking. Quickly, you can just type your answers in the comment section. Okay.
So those who are watching the live,
30 seconds, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
If I can't see anything coming. So maybe it's the YouTube live, they're finding it difficult to type it in the keyboard or something. Ma'am, it's a less crowd also, so I think we can carry on with this thing. Maybe by the time the next question comes, yeah.
So digital assets or digital property rights refers to any information about you or your creation that exists in digital form, either online or on an electronic storage device. Digital assets can include everything, including online personal accounts, email, social media accounts, shopping accounts, video gaming accounts, passwords, credit card details, bank details, your profile on social websites, then your personally sensitive data like passport, Aadhaar card address, then health records, business information, and Wi-Fi routers, websites, and blogs managed by you, domain names registered in your name. The list is endless, okay? So, and even IPR rights, including copyright material, trademarks, and patents, etc. Are we getting any answers? No?
No, ma'am. They are silently
Okay,
watching it
then I
since.
carry on. Okay, then I'll
Yeah,
carry
sure.
on with the next slide. Okay. So, okay. So the goal of cybersecurity is to ensure secure storage, control access, and prevent unauthorized processing, transfer, or deletion of data. It safeguards the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information, which have served as the industry standard for computer security since the inception of computers. The CIO trio is a common model that explains the main objectives of any cybersecurity framework. Now, first, let us talk about confidentiality. Information functions can only be accessed by authorized users. So organizations must protect their proprietary information and their stakeholders' personal data. Access must be restricted to authorized users, and robust authentication protocols and user permission controls are also required to keep the intruders out. For example, only authenticated users should have access to certain data through passwords. Okay. Now, next we come on to integrity. Information and functions can be added, altered, or removed only by authorized people. Data must be accurate, trustworthy, and free from tampering. And data integrity can be maintained with access control and encryption of data. Then next is availability. So systems, functions, and data must be available on demand according to agreed upon parameters. Okay, so it should, in a school, for example, in a school environment, we need to maintain privacy of data of students and parents and maintain integrity so that no one should tamper with the data, which should be available for official purposes. Okay. Now, cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? It is used to secure your digital assets and information. It is a body of technologies, processes, and practices designed to protect networks, devices, programs, and data from attack, damage, or unauthorized access. It is the security of your digital data that has been stored on internet and computers. Cybersecurity is the protection of systems, networks, applications, and programs from cyber attacks. Cyber attacks tend to access, change, or even destroy sensitive information to the extent of extorting money from users or interrupt a normal business process. Cybercrime can be committed against a person or a group. It can be used to harm someone's fame, physical harm, or even mental torture. Okay. Now, with the increasing use of computers in society, cybercrime has become a burning issue, a major issue. The advancement of technology has made us dependent on internet for all our requirements. Cybercrime is a crime involving computers and networks. This includes a wide range of activities, and example from illegally downloading music files to stealing money from online bank accounts. And then it is also, you can also define cybercrime as a criminal activity in which computers or computer networks are a tool, a target, or a place of criminal activity, and include everything from electronic hacking, that is destruction, to denial of service attacks. Okay, it is a general term that covers crimes like phishing, credit card or frauds, bank robbery, illegal downloading the material or content from the internet, industrial espionage, scams, cyber terrorism, creation and distribution of viruses, and so on. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Cybercrime is like a huge ocean, as we do not know from where the cyber criminal might just attack our systems or networks. Okay, let me just touch base on certain topics because we cannot possibly cover all the topics in this within this time period. So malware, okay. Malware is a term used to describe any software that is designed to harm a computer system or its users. It is a type of malicious software designed to gain unauthorized access or to cause damage to a computer without knowledge of the owner, stealing and even deleting sensitive information, data, altering or hijacking computer functions to monitor users' computer activity. Then there's also another term associated with malware, that is spyware. It is a type of malware only that is designed to collect information about a user's computer activity. This information can then be used to track the user's online habits or even steal their personal data. You must have heard about software piracy. Software piracy is unauthorized use and distribution of computer software, loading unlicensed software on your PC. Okay. Okay, then let me come to phishing. So phishing is an act of sending an email to a user, misleading him to believe that it is from a trusted person or an organization. In phishing attack, fraudsters create emails that look as though it is from a legitimate organization, example, a bank or a company, etc., which contains link to fake websites or malicious attachments. Example of phishing websites, for example, you write gmail.com. So in place of Gmail, they will write GMAI. In place of L, they'll write as 1, and you will mistake it for gmail.com and click on the dodgy link. Yahoo.com, in place of 2 O's, they'll write 2 zeros, and you in a hurry click that link and your entire data gets hacked. So usually phishing websites, they are spelling errors. So you have to be very, very careful. Then cyber stalking is an internet crime in a society when a person is followed online. It is online harassment wherein the victim is subjected to criticism of online messages, social media, email, chat rooms, message boards, blogs, fake social network account, or other digital platforms. Then cyber grooming is where someone builds an emotional bond with the children through social media or messaging platforms with an objective of gaining their trust. Then you have identity theft. It refers to the fraudulent acquisition and use of another person's personal information without their consent. The stolen information is typically used for fraudulent purposes, often with the intention of financial gain, obviously. Identity theft can have severe consequences for the victim, including financial loss, damage to their credit history, emotional distress, and legal issues. Then ransomware is a type of malware that encrypts a victim's files and demands a ransom payment in order to decrypt them and extort money from the user. The attacker locks the victim's computer system files or blocks access to files or computer system through encryption until the ransom is paid. The attacker then sends a ransom message providing instructions on how to pay the ransom and regain access to encrypted files or system. Ransomware attacks are delivered through malicious email attachments, websites, etc. Then you must have heard about DDoS. DDoS stands for Distributed Denial of Service. It is a type of cyber attack that aims to make a website, online service, or network unavailable to its intended users, rightful owners. It works by overwhelming the target with a massive amount of fake or malicious traffic, causing it to become slow, unresponsive, or completely inaccessible. In a DDoS attack, the attackers use a network of compromised computers or devices to send an overwhelming amount of traffic to the target. These compromised devices can be computers, servers, or even IoT, that is Internet of Things, devices like smart refrigerators or cameras. The attackers take control of these devices without the owner's knowledge and command them to send malicious traffic to the target. The goal of a DDoS attack is to exhaust the target resources, such as its internet bandwidth, server processing power, or memory, so that it cannot handle legitimate user requests. Then you must have heard about email spoofing. It involves forging an email header. This is very, very common to make it appear as if it is coming from a trusted or a legitimate source. It can be used for various malicious purposes such as phishing, malware distribution, or social engineering. Then plagiarism, you must be knowing. Plagiarism is the imitation of the language and thoughts of another person projected as your own original work. Then spams are unwanted bulk emails that come from unknown sources. It can be used to deliver Trojan horses, viruses, worms, spyware, and targeted phishing attacks. Then credit card fraud is very common nowadays. Credit cards are widely used for convenience and security in making purchases, both in person and online. However, one has to take proper care while using them, as they can lead to certain risks, such as high interest rates on unpaid balances, loss or theft, cybersecurity risks. It is necessary that digital users are aware of uses, threats, and safe online practices to be followed while using debit or credit cards for payments. And mode of operation of credit debit card fraudster might involve stealing the card information through phishing emails or phone calls, using skimming devices to collect credit card data from ATMs, or hacking into computer systems to access credit card databases. Then ATM fraud is also very common. ATMs or automated teller machines are electronic devices that allow users across the world to perform a variety of financial transactions. We are all aware about that. But ATM fraud includes everything from reprogramming the machine to installing a skimmer to stealing card details. It includes a fraudulent activity of gaining illegal access to someone's ATM card and PIN to withdraw money from their account. So we must use ATM cards at those places where a guard is on duty or no hidden or spoofing machines are fitted and no one is watchful on your entries. Okay. Now, social engineering is a method of manipulating individuals to divulge sensitive information, perform an action, or grant access to restricted areas or systems. It involves using psychological manipulation, deception, and social skills to gain the trust of an individual and then exploit that trust for malicious purposes. Social engineering also plays a significant role in cybercrime. Hackers use a variety of social engineering tactics in order to achieve their goals, which include impersonation, urgency, obligation, authority, flattery, and fear. Hackers impersonate as a trusted authority, such as a bank or a school, and use tactics like spoofed emails or phone calls to obtain personal information, such as bank account information. To protect against social engineering attacks, it is important to be aware of the common tactics used by social engineers, such as phishing, pretexting, baiting, contact spamming, and email hacking. There are various types of social engineering attacks. I'll just quickly give you a brief idea about each one of them, which I mentioned here. Baiting is a type of cyber attack where the fraudster manipulates the victims into downloading malware. Pretexting uses a pretext to gain attention and hook the victim into providing information. For example, an internet survey might ask for bank account details. Phishing attacks, we've already discussed about phishing attacks, involve an email or text message pretending to be from a trusted source asking you for information. An example is an email repeatedly from a bank wanting its customers to confirm their security information and then directing them to a fake website where their login credentials can be recorded. Then phishing and smishing are variants of phishing. Voice phishing, which means calling up and asking for data. Smishing uses SMS messages to try and obtain relevant information. Then you have something called as contact spamming and email hacking. This type of attack involves hacking into an individual's email or social media account to gain access to their contacts. Social engineering attacks can pose also serious threats to individuals and organizations, which includes data theft, as you can see in the infographic here. Social engineering attacks can be used to steal sensitive data such as login credentials, financial information, or personal data, which can be used for identity theft or other malicious purposes. Then malware delivery. Social engineering attacks can be used to deliver malware, that is malicious software, such as viruses or ransomware, which cause damage to the systems and data. Then you have business email compromise. Social engineering attacks can be used to impersonate as company executives or other trusted figures, tricking employees into divulging sensitive information or transferring funds into to fraudulent accounts. Then you have physical security breaches. As you can see here in the infographic, social engineering attacks can be used to gain access to restricted areas or systems by impersonating as an employee or other trusted figure. Then reputational damage. They can damage an individual organization's reputation by exposing sensitive data or engaging in fraudulent activities using their name. So these threats can have serious consequences for individuals and organizations, including financial losses, legal liability, and damaged reputation. It is important to be aware of the risks associated with social engineering attacks and to take steps to protect against them, such as implementing security awareness training, using strong passwords, and regularly updating your security software. To avoid social engineering attacks, you should check the authenticity of the source, ask for identification of a person, and use a good spam filter. Okay. Now, cyberbullying. It is very common amongst teenagers due to growing access to electronic communication. It occurs when someone uses the internet, a cell phone, email, instant messaging, chat, or social networks, such as Facebook, Twitter, etc., to just harass, demean, or embarrass someone. Now, the types of, and think before you post, okay? So this acronym which you see in the infographic here, is it true? Is it hurtful? Is it illegal? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And how can you stop cyberbullying? Log off, block emails or messages, save the message or email, and inform someone. You can always confide in your family and friends. Now, there are various types of cyberbullying. Posting harmful messages and spreading rumors on social networks. Stealing identity of a person, telling lies, sending threats online. Sharing private information or pictures without the permission. Posting embarrassing photographs, derogatory remarks about someone. Sending unsolicited and unwanted email messages, also known as spamming. You're just harassing someone or harassing a user over instant messaging sessions. Now, hacking is a type of crime wherein a person breaks into a computer system, usually by gaining access to administrative controls. Hackers are technical people who secretly break into computers to steal important data or just to destroy it. Hackers usually hack telecommunication and mobile networks. Crackers are technical people who are experts in breaking into systems to steal important data such as financial details, passwords, and cause harm to computers by just destroying the data. There are various types of hacking, like email hacking. It refers to unauthorized access to an email account or email correspondence. Then password hacking, it is the process of recovering secret passwords from data that has been stored or transmitted by a computer system. Then you have online banking hacking, includes unauthorized accessing bank accounts without knowing the password or without permission of account holder. Then you have computer hacking, when files on your computer are viewed, created, or edited without your authorization or without your knowledge. Like we saw in the second slide, that the entire information of that person had been hacked by a hacker. Then you have website hacking. Hacker takes control of a website fraudulently without your knowledge. The entire website is taken over by the hacker. Then network hacking refers to the act of gaining unauthorized access to a computer network and its infrastructure resources, such as devices, servers, software, and other services. What is the motive behind cybercrime? Disrupting business continuity, information theft and manipulating data, or just creating fear and chaos, disrupting the critical infrastructure of any organization. Financial loss to the target, to the person whom you want to harm. Then achieving just military objectives, state's military objectives, and demanding ransom, damaging reputation of the person. Then disrupting business continuity. Okay. Now, can they just type now on the comment section? What safety measures can be taken to protect your personal information? Viju sir, can they type the answers in the comment section?
Yes, I am expecting. Yeah, I can see the comment.
So I'll wait for 30 seconds. I'll wait for 30 seconds.
I would request all the educators who are watching the session, please type in your answer in the comment box. I'll be reading it for ma'am. What safety measures can be taken to protect our personal information? Waiting still.
Are we getting any answers?
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay.
So probably I think it's because less in number. So I think we can
continue. Okay. So we can create strong complex passwords for all our online accounts, enable two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, which adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second verification step, such as a unique code sent to your mobile device in addition to your password. And be cautious online, especially when sharing personal information online. Verify the legitimacy of websites before entering personal details. Beware of phishing attempts, unsolicited emails, text messages, or phone calls asking for personal information. Secure your Wi-Fi network. Ensure that your home Wi-Fi network is password protected and encrypted. Use a strong, unique password for your Wi-Fi router to prevent unauthorized access. Update and secure your devices. Keep your computer, smartphone, and other devices updated with the latest security patches and software updates. Install reliable antivirus and anti-malware software to detect and prevent malicious threats. Okay. What are the ways to prevent cybercrime? These are the ways by which you can protect yourself from threats and risks on digital devices. Okay. I think I'll just continue. To prevent cybercrime, you should install a robust anti-malware and antivirus solution, as I told you. Install firewalls and uninstall any unnecessary software. Maintain backup and regularly update software and operating systems. Check the security settings and activate your network protection. Use social media carefully and do not disclose any personal information, which is very, very important. Check administrator and user passwords regularly. Avoid use of internet and block mails from unknown sources. Always use strong and different passwords. Block all USB ports and remove CD drive. Do not connect unknown or unauthorized media or devices. Physically locking of computers is required. Be aware of internal threats. Be careful about your digital footprints. Use very strong passwords to protect your system. Okay, this I think they should be able to answer. What are the characteristics of a strong password? Are they answering? No?
Let me see, ma'am. This time, educators, I would request you to please. Yes. What are the characteristics of a strong password? Can we see some answers? You can see the question on the screen. What are the characteristics of a strong password? Yes, ma'am. Combination of letters,
numbers,
then spaces, special characters, and numbers. Yes. This is one.
Very good. Excellent. Thumbs up for the person who has answered. Excellent. Great. Yes. And special characters. Combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. Okay. Strong and unique, but easy to remember, but private passwords is essential for dealing with unauthorized access to online accounts. And do not use a password that uses your personal information like your phone numbers, family member names, date of birth, etc. And do not share with your passwords with anyone. It should be secretive, not even your friends. Change the password periodically and regularly. So any more answers we are getting, sir?
No, this is the one response.
Okay.
Then we can carry on.
Okay, so now let me move on to the most happening topic, artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Let's see how they are related. Artificial intelligence and cybersecurity have acted as the main driver of emerging technologies, and it will continue to act as a technological innovator for the predictable future. There are different views about AI and cybersecurity dominating the world. Are we ready for AI technology, robots, and cybersecurity dictating the future? Suggest your perspective related to the future of AI and how is it used in cybersecurity? Yes, they can still keep typing the answers. Till that time, I think I'll just move ahead. So AI in cybersecurity is playing a pivotal role in the fight against more advanced cyber threats because AI continually learns from the data. New technologies built on AI processes and techniques are also crucial to identifying the latest threats and preventing hackers from exploiting new vulnerabilities. AI also reduces the time-consuming threat research tasks and assists in determining security risks. The use of artificial intelligence in cybersecurity will soon be the standard practice for developing and handling security systems. AI in cybersecurity is critical to protecting online systems from attacks by cybercriminals and unauthorized access attempts. What are the benefits of automating AI in managing automating AI in managing cyber risks and cyber security? Ongoing learning. AI's capabilities constantly improve as it learns from new data regularly. AI's ability, that is artificial intelligence ability to learn on an ongoing basis, makes it more difficult for hackers to evade an organization's defenses. Then discovering unknown threats. As cyber criminals devise more sophisticated attacks, organizations are left vulnerable to unknown threats that could cause massive damage to networks. So AI provides a solution for mapping and preventing unknown threats, including vulnerabilities which have yet to be identified. Then vast data volumes. AI systems can handle and understand vast amount of data and information that security professionals cannot at times. And there's no constraint of time also, because AI can continuously handle vast amount of data. So improved vulnerability management. In addition to discovering new threats, AI enables organizations to manage vulnerabilities better. It can also identify weak points in networks and systems so that organizations are constantly focused on the most critical security tasks. Enhanced overall security posture. Manually managing the risk of a range of threats from phishing attacks to ransomware can be difficult and time-consuming. But with artificial intelligence, organizations are able to detect various types of attacks in real time and efficiently prioritize and prevent the risks. Better detection and response. AI, artificial intelligence-enabled cybersecurity, can result in rapid detection of untrusted data and more systematic and immediate response to new threats. Okay, now what are the challenges with AI? AI can deal with critical vulnerabilities 40% more quickly. A staggering 80% of data breaches are linked to weak passwords. AI is also not invincible, as some tasks performed by AI can also be interpreted if hackers get access to them. It detects cyber threats easily. Okay. For example, an AI software can label a dangerous software as safe. Biometric authentication can also be dangerous if wrong information is given, which can be used for surveillance. Unlike passwords, you cannot change biometric data. AI technology has enabled organizations to collect and process more data than ever before. As a result, it leads to further deterioration of digital privacy and security. Since a lot of AI technology is still in the experimental stage, the cost associated also might be too high. But these are challenges faced with AI for cyber security. And how do hackers use AI? Hackers. This powerful technology can also enable the hackers to carry out more sophisticated attacks very quickly. Let us also see the other side of the coin, like network monitoring and learning patterns of user behavior. So it becomes very easy for hackers. It can be used to learn about target network patterns and execute dangerous attacks without ever being detected. AI will certainly have a more prominent role in cybersecurity in the coming years and next decade. AI can help in automating response, but also provide the correct data and reduce the number of breaches. Okay. Now, just see this infographic and think about any application of AI where cybersecurity is not required. If you just see this, it is cybersecurity is required everywhere: healthcare, transport, agriculture, education, e-commerce, entertainment, robotics, automotive, social media, data security, finance, gaming, astronomy. We cannot think of any area where cybersecurity is not required. Are we getting any answers in the chat box, in the comment section, sir? No? Okay.
No, ma'am, actually, very few participants. Actually, that's why not much responses in the chat boxes.
Okay. StaySafeOnline.in. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology launched a campaign titled Stay Safe Online, which was aimed at creating awareness among citizens to stay safe in an online world on the widespread use of social media platforms and rapid adoption of digital payments. The exponential increase in the number of internet users in India and the rapidly evolving technology landscape have brought unique challenges for all of us. This campaign aims at making citizens of all the age groups aware of the cyber risks and ways to deal with it. The campaign is being carried out in English, Hindi, and many other vernacular languages to reach a wider spectrum of audience. The campaign involves the dissemination of multilingual awareness content in the form of infographics, cartoon stories, puzzles, short videos, etc. A to Z explanation of all the topics related to cybercrime, cybersecurity are given here. If you just click on the link awareness topics, everything is given. It's my humble request, please serve this website. Very good information is given. So to counter the growing frequency and intensity of cyber attacks, the Government of India is persistently dedicating resources towards strengthening the country's cybersecurity capabilities. And to further these efforts, the Indian government has introduced a number of initiatives to increase cybersecurity in organizations and amongst the general public. And some of them are given here: Computer Emergency Response Team India, CERT-IN, National Critical Infrastructure, Information Infrastructure, Protective Center of India, Cyber Swachhta Kendra, Cyber Surakshit Bharat. Then you have Cyber Jagrukta Divas, National Cyber Security Policy, Personal Data Protection Bill, National Crime Records Bureau, Data Security Council of India. I would just request you to just go through these, just type the names and go through these websites. Excellent information is given about cybersecurity here, because obviously we cannot serve these websites due to paucity of time. So please, it is my humble request, please go through this, all these websites. Okay. Now, what are the good practices that should be followed on social media platforms for personal safety and digital security? Okay, I'll give you the answer. You should check the age classification of the games which you want to play. Safety and security during online gaming have to be followed. Never install games downloaded from free online gaming websites that are not reputed, or clicking on links received on mail or text message. Always install a good antivirus software on your computer, smartphone, or other handheld devices. Regularly update the antivirus and other applications. Do not share personal information like name, date of birth, address, or phone numbers while playing online games. Never share your passwords with anyone. Use a complex password for your online gaming account and other online accounts. Never use voice chat or webcam while playing online games. This may share your identity with other players and attract cyberbullies and cyber criminals. Never share your or your parents' credit card or debit card details with anyone when you're playing online games. This is very important. Never meet in person with someone from your online gaming world. Why should you respond to a person from online gaming world? You do not know who the person is. Cyber criminals may befriend you and try getting your personal information. Remember the adage, stranger danger. As in real life, there are strangers, acquaintances, and friends online. It is important to choose online friends wisely, as there are many cases of people faking identities with not so good intentions. They may be strangers who wish to gain and then betray your trust, as personal information that you share can be used against you. So you should review the content that you wish to share online and only provide information that is necessary. Use trusted sources and secured websites for downloading information. Creating strong and unique passwords protects your online accounts. You should not open links or attachments from unknown sources. They may contain malware that can corrupt your device and steal your data. You should follow ethical online behavior and use antivirus software and firewalls to protect your computer. Avoid using public Wi-Fi networks. Encrypting and decrypting of data is very important. to protect you and it protects you from being accessed by unauthorized individuals to anonymously transfer the files. Backing up your data helps to recover if it is lost or corrupted. Never store, share your confidential information such as your online account, password, card number, files, PIN, and OTP or location on social media. A digital footprint. What happens? A digital footprint encompasses all the digital traces that an individual or an organization leaves behind while navigating the online world. Educate your students of threats in digital space and cybersecurity. Very important. Be aware of guidelines and policies. Upload documents and videos with due permissions. Think before you share, and proper use of digital resources have to be there. This brings me to the end of the session. To conclude, cybersecurity is a big challenge for all of us, for everyone. The emergence of advanced digital innovations are providing new opportunities to connect and learn and have begun influencing every aspect of human life. As you know, India is one of the largest data markets in the world. And the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill passed by Parliament in August 2023 is another milestone for safeguarding the privacy and dignity of millions of Indians who use digital platforms every day. To mitigate cybercrime, individuals, business, governments, and organizations must invest in robust cybersecurity measures, educate users about online threats, and collaborate on global efforts to combat cybercrime effectively. As most of the cybersecurity problems result from the complexity of information technology systems and human fallibility in making judgments about what actions and informations are safe or unsafe from a cybersecurity perspective. Finally, though not all people are victims to cybercrime, they are still at risk. If people could protect themselves and use the right antivirus software, firewalls, and safety mechanisms, they would be secure in cyberspace. In the present decade, where technology has become as pervasive as the air we breathe, the need of the hour is a comprehensive digital experience for school students to explore some of the most trending areas that will impact the future. I believe in the success mantra, preach and practice, and mold students to be lifelong learners by developing their skills as academic achievers, progressive thinkers, effective communicators, and empowered citizens of a cyber-safe world. The optimal safeguard for children is to facilitate their access to the internet, protect their privacy, and ensure that they can recognize potential dangers and know how to find the solutions. The concept of digital citizenship also has emerged as a useful framework of various facets that need to be developed and strengthened. A major goal for all of us is to increase the public awareness of risks and challenges that we face today. Our mission should be to lead a change in the education system such that a cyber-safe centered education can be provided for creating future leaders who can pursue their dreams with the waves of technology. Let us stand together and take a pledge against such malpractices and ensure the preservation of the sanctity of the education ecosystem. Thank you everyone for taking our time and listening patiently. And I would like to compliment each one of you who has been motivated by the magic words, cybersecurity. I hope that I've been able to inspire you to learn about the nuances and basics of cybersecurity. So let us embark on this incredible journey and explore the cyber-safe world. Once again, I would like to thank Avantika, Mr. Biju Nair, and the entire team of Madhuban for giving me an opportunity to share my views. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. And this was really enlightening in understanding the major aspects of cybersecurity. And more importantly, with the measures to that you have taken us through, the potential measures that we can take to safeguard against them. So thank you so much for the wonderful session. And we know that at the beginning we faced with one technical glitch, and all of a sudden we had to move from one platform to other platform that cost a little less in the participation, but definitely we are recording the session and we know that this is going to be shared with hundreds and thousands of educators across India. So if it is not today, but in the coming days, this session is going to be really, really useful for the entire educator community in India. So thank you so much for this session, ma'am. It's very wonderfully taken through the entire topic. And I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the educators who have attended here. And again, the team from Madhuban also, the efforts they have taken to make this event happen. So thank you so much once again, everyone. And I would, with all your permission, I would consider this session as completed.
Thank you. Thank you once again.